Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, the forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Outside Tatum. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Porter inside. Denver passing it around, and stolen by Tatum. Brown the pass to Tatum. Misses in close.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Tatum. A shot off that time. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look. His shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Jokic inside, guarded by Tatum. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Brown, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Jokic. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got 9.
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jayson Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Brown kicks to White. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really...
Look in for the Nuggets. Denver in the lead. Pass to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Pritchard. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room, and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And good that time.
And if anything, Westbrook
The first quarter off and running. Poke loose. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. And the layup falls. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers. And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Down low, here's Cornette, and he goes in for the dunk.
Excellent assist there.
He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jokic, and it's Peyton Watson in for Gordon. The Celtics have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brown against Westbrook. Basket, good. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Brown, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 3. The kick out to Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Count that one.
Finishing strong inside. Holiday doesn't want to waste a quality look.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Murray, the pass to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams. Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Watson, puts up a deep 3. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And it looks like they
Previous play is
off in time.
And listen, in a critical moment, this is the NBA Finals. The officials have to be 110% certain.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Jayson Tatum is out there with Holiday. And it's Torrey Craig. Then there's Horford. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. Tatum passes to Hauser. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Now here is Holiday. Defense right on him. Tatum with it. Westbrook picks him up. And it's a great finish!
Oh my. That's a big-time move by Jayson Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Nuggets trail by 8. Outside Westbrook. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Holiday against Westbrook. Holiday attacking, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Holiday saw the opening and took full advantage.
Switch here. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a dynamic scorer. When Westbrook gets rolling like this, he's nearly impossible to contain. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Murray. Count that one. Murray's got 5 points so far.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Holiday gets the bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Murray surveying the D. Outside for Jordan. Here's Brown. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pritchard passes to Holiday. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points. Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
It's tipped. Tatum dishes to Holiday. To Porzingis. Now here's Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Here's Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Holiday.
And the thing about Westbrook, everything he does is explosive. I mean, so difficult to contain.
Jokic has checked in for Denver. Peyton Watson comes in for Porter. The Celtics also changing it up. Hauser's checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Jayson Tatum. This trip is his 2nd to the free throw line in this one. And that one misses. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics.
One shot.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And on the drive, Murray can seem unstoppable. His agility cuts the defense apart there.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Brown jams it in.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
.143 left in the first half. Here's Murray. The kick out to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Right side, White. Outside, Porzingis. Here he goes. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And I like that Porzingis didn't settle for just a layup. Force off the drive.
A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon's checking in for Peyton Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Russell Westbrook. Murray kicks to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one is off. And he sinks the second.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team level player. He checks a lot of boxes. Murray, the pass to Brown. Back to Murray.
And stolen by White. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And here are the Nuggets now. 9-point game. Murray kicks to Jokic. Bruising basketball from Jokic.
Strength and determination from Jokic inside, scoring through the contact.
On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Porter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Celtics have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. The first one falls.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And Brown drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Latrey. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Oh, Jokic powering inside.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing.
Thank you, David. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the corner. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Tatum passes to Pritchard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pritchard's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, we always talk about Murray shooting, but he can attack the basket as well.
Outside Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's the floater. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jokic.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
From about 16, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Tipped away. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Driving inside. And the shot goes down. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
And still...
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. With the floater. Jokic, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the call up against Jokic. That's his third foul of the game. Boston leading by 9. Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. For Murray.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Jokic. And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Mike goes in, spins to the rack, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Well, I like how White has upgraded his ball handling over the years. A big part of his growth.
Outside for Murray. He gets that one. Murray's got 13 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And he makes that one.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Pass to Brown. Outside for Murray. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Denver making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Derek White. Jokic inside. He's against Porzingis.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out of it.
Here's Brown. Yep, that one goes in there. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Murray, good.
Well, you can see how much Murray means to this team when he's healthy and at the top of his game.
Porter against Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
And the shot is good. Pritchard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Murray outside. Kicks it out to Gordon. Outside Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, showing off the athleticism. At 6'10", Porter Jr. is a major problem inside.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Murray. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 9 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Holiday finds Brown. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
The kick out to Porter. Pass to Gordon. On the wing, Murray. Takes the 3. Great D that time from Tatum. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Boston on top, up 11.
Open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Torrey Craig. Holiday out there with Tatum. Then there's Horford. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. Celtics leading by 11. On the wing, Holiday. And he drives in. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Now when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Here's Holiday. An easy 2 points on the layup. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Tatum with the finish on a beautiful break.
Such a crafty defender. Holiday sensing the play unfolding, able to make the steal and get them out in transition.
Tatum against Westbrook. Pass to Murray. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 15. Here's Hauser. Banked in off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And they can't be happy they fouled Murray there in the edge. The ball is lights out at the line.
Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. Boston also with the sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. The Celtics have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Pritchard. Misses the three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Murray outside. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Jokic, he's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Russell Westbrook. Porzingis trying to get free, and it's Brown that time on the assist by Holiday.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Brown. Knocked away. Gordon dishes to Murray. Off target from three-point range.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And he's got it all working for him tonight.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Trailing by 17. Here's Brown. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
White, wide open, he fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Superb concentration by Porzingis. Good at staying under control and pushing through the contact.
Brown against Murray. Puts it up. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And here's Gordon from outside. Boston leading by 18. Tatum on the wing. Pass to Brown. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game 1 in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in Game 1.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jayson Tatum.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result. and it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
So Boston ends up going with a new group, and Jokic drops them both. And here's Holiday, and Horford wide open. He shoots. They get it back, and he recovers it. And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Cornette, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Westbrook with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And again, Denver no good. Here's Shireman. Now Holiday. This one for 3. No good there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was a team effort today. And everybody was involved. Everybody was playing good offensively, and that's why we were able to come up with a win.
Really looking good at both ends tonight, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals.